Lord, Lord, what's going on? How we doing? What's happening? What's happening? What's going on? Good evening. How in the world's everybody doing? Well, would have been on time. I got I got a new camera. And apparently they sold it to me without a lens. I've been sitting there trying to hook this thing up, and I kept wondering what I'm doing wrong, man. What am I doing wrong? It's just like a blurry image of nothing. It was just nothing. I could see like shadows, but I assumed it had some kind of normal built-in lens in it. But I would have assumed incorrectly, my friends. So I hooked the old camera back up. Here we are. And yeah, this one was going to make me look even taller. I mean, I know I'm tall, but this one was going to make me look even taller. I'm telling you. Naya in the house. Don. I mean, that one was going to project 5'6" into like 5'6.5". So what's up, Ezra? DC in the house. What's going on? What's going on? Good to see y'all. Do you have the heat turned on? Jeff, I've got some heat on. I've been heating up some crypto today, man, to be honest with you. I've traded some crypto pretty nice today. What's up, Mike Norris? Ezra, Jose, what's going on, Jeff? Cody, Travis, Miss Natasha, Philip, Tony Williams, Kung Fu Panda. I like that. Yeah, Travis, they're giving a little bit of, I think they're giving a little bit of snow my way, honestly. I'm good, Naya. Good to see you. Carol is in the house. Hello, Carol. Man, y'all piled in here tonight. Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you for coming by. There's Chris. What's up, Chris? It was a great week. Some good days day trading and some really good swing trades. Yep. Miss Shelly in the house. Yolanda, JC, man, good to see everybody. Dimple Dies. Hey, what's going on? That's a cool name. You got friends in Hatfield, West Virginia. I'm in Virginia, but I ain't too far from there. Couple hours. Campos, what's up, brother? Oh man. I do appreciate everybody for stopping by. Hope you've had a good weekend. We had a good class yesterday. I'm planning the next two classes. Hampton, Virginia in the house. Good to see you. I'm planning my next two group sessions. I think the very next one, I'm going to do another setup of Weeble. That will be, I believe, next week. And then I'll figure out what I'm going to do. Something maybe landing too close to Christmas. I don't know. But the next one I think will be just a straight up Weeble setup like I did a couple months ago. There's a lot more people now needing that setup and wanting it. So we're going to do that, I believe. I fear you, Ezra. Emmanuel or Netflix. Yeah, Netflix on my radar right now. Let's hop on it first. Let me make sure. Can everybody see my chart okay? Also need to get Weeble fired up here. And look at USAR still going. We need to keep our eye on USAR. We absolutely slayed that this week. And look at this right now. Here's Weeble so we can see the 24-hour session. Okay. It's just flagging up there, man. It's building. I would say on USAR, you're going to want to play a breakout on this or yeah, look at this, guys. About 18 gets us over this volume right here. That's why I hate Weeble's volume profile. Over 18, she's got room. I'm telling you. Keep it on your radar this week. We demolished this thing a couple days back. Got this whole move. Got the whole move. Over 14, I told you. She was going. Let's get a look here. Let's get a look. That's it. I like it right there, man. $18, guys. If you get over 18, then we're going to have to get 2130 up through here. Maybe 2175. 2175 would be my next point of interest. Make no mistake, we can come back and test the bottom of that volume right here around 16. This would make sense to me. 1580, 16. That's that previous high back here. So I would probably, if we got a pullback, I would be looking at that to hold. That's also going to be close to the 200. So if it was to back test the 200, could be another entry point around 16. If we got through 18, that and closed, if we get through 18 and close over it, okay, we are pulling back a little on RSI, and it could come back and test this 50 mark on your RSI right here. And then if that holds and fires up, that would give us another leg up and get us through 18. So that's USAR. Keep that on your watch list, guys. It's been hot. Okay, it's been hot. Let me get my comments back up over here. Tell them, DC, hit the like button. Hit the like button. This is a public video, so please hit the like button. I would appreciate it. I like this setup so far. We got it very early. So keep that on your watch list. Netflix. All right. Oh, yeah. These headphones. All right, Netflix. Guys, this is bearish leaning on the daily still. I want you to look at what we came back. Look, you see this volume bar here? That's where we are right now. That's exactly where we're at. I'm not digging the MACD nor the RSI unless we get some kind of news catalyst right here. I think I had 82 marked. 82 are these previous lows back here. And I have a small position that I just started in Netflix just because I believe in it. I mean, they are making big moves. They're a Goliath, man. I'm thinking 5 years. I'm thinking 10 years. What's this thing going to be? I'm going to wish I had bought it at $100. You know, I think long term, this is fine to dollar cost average into. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm telling you what I'm doing though. I'm DCAing daily into a blue chip stock under the 200 EMA. I like it for long-term investing here. I do think we could bounce here a little bit. If we take this profile on back again, you're going to see there is a lot here. But we have this is all the way back to August of 24. If we bring it to April of this year, this is what we're dealing with. Let's get here's the whole year right here. I want to get this pivot low back here. I really think we could get to 82. I mean, nothing definite, but I really think we could get to 82. We go to the weekly. It is just now starting to break 40 on the weekly right here on the RSI. 40 on the RSI means you can flush, you can get momentum to the downside under 40, okay? It's toying with it. The last time it was here, I will say, look at where we bounced. 40. Okay? So where we're sitting is an important level for it to hold. If it doesn't hold, we could make our way down to 82. That's just, these were previous lows. It would make sense to come test it. Would be perfectly fine with me if it did. I will buy it there too. I will buy heavier at 82. And if it was to lose that, there is a big chunk of volume down here at 70. I don't know that we could get that again, but it would be great for me if we did. I would love it. So keep Netflix on your watch list. I'm liking it for long term here. I do think we can get a better entry for like the next year, but I don't hate it here at the $100 level, 96, whatever it is now. What's it doing overnight? It's up a little bit. What the crap? Look at that candle. Look at this first candle of the overnight session, all the way to 106, and it got tapped. Huh. That's on Webull. I'm not sure how Robinhood's listing it. We'll have to see. Let me just look for a moment. Yeah, Robinhood's got it too. I can't show all that. Hang on. Give me just a moment, guys. So Robinhood's got that same wick. I'm not sure what in the world Robinhood's doing with my mouse right now. $106.30. Better keep that number on your radar. Often those things make their way to those crazy wicks somehow. I've got it on my list, guys. If this level that we're at right now doesn't hold, I definitely think we can get to 82. I'll be buying it the whole way down through here. I think within a year, this will definitely be back over 100. I think it could get to 150. That's what I think. Somebody was asking me about Oracle earlier. Let's get Oracle. Man, 340, y'all. Thank you for coming. Once it clears 106, it's bullish, says Alberto. On the short term, I think 105 would be where you want to clear. It's been tapped 2 times. You don't have any structure. So this is what I go back and look at. Like Netflix here. Let's say over the couple coming days here, we start making our way to 105 and we start pushing through that. Because there is no, if I pull a profile up, there's virtually no structure here. So I think if we closed over 105, we got a clear shot back to 108. That's a 3-point move. And then I would probably say there's a pretty good chance back towards 110 up here. That's how I would play Netflix on the short term, right in there, 109.70. So if I bring a volume profile up, I about guarantee you there ain't nothing in between those levels. Let's go look. Looky there. There's nothing here. This was broke on that flush right there. So I think we push back over 105. We are clear to 108, maybe 110 on Netflix. And you can see, look at that big green, look at that big green monster there. Of course, I'll say that's pre-market, so can't put too much into it. But as soon as this, what I don't like about it is the reject here, the reject here. As soon as this tapped it on a 1 hour, 105 said no, and then we flushed. So I guess we'll see what happens over the next day or two with Netflix. Either way, I'm buying it long term here. It is not my particular setup for like a really good swing right now. Let's look at Oracle for a few of the people. I heard Netflix plan on buying Warner Brothers. I believe it can see. I think they already did it, Emmanuel. I think they already bought them, didn't they, guys? There goes that first thumbs down. Thank you so much. Yeah, I can look at IREN. Let me get Oracle here. This was a great setup a couple days ago. I really want to get over this big old engulfing candle and back over the 200 EMA. So if you didn't get Oracle on these crosses down here, or the capture of 40 back on your RSI, could have put you in at 206 if it was on your radar. I would rather get back over the 200 or get a back test of 210 maybe. But this is starting to lean bullish. I would come here and set me an alert at 50 on the RSI to see when we get across 50, and then I will see if we can hold 40 on the RSI. Okay. So yeah. They won the bid, but it has to go through the channels. Okay, Cody, I hear you. Yep. So I like Oracle here. At this point, $225 is gonna. Let's look on the 1 hour for a moment. There we go. All right. Long-term business. Good to see you, Tyler. I remember you, brother. Yeah, I just think if we got those 4 dislikes to get that thumbs up, we could get to 174 likes, guys. I'll pull those up for you, Tyler, and try to look at it for you. I think Oracle in the short term here, we're going to have to get back over really close to 220. Really close to 220, guys. Then 225, 220. I'm sorry, 227. I think what it is. Thank you, Chantel. I like it over 221. You could back test right here, 214. This camera out of my screen way here. 214.50. See that little pivot right here on Friday? We could get a back test down in this neighborhood, 214.50. First things first, we got to get back over 221 right here on Oracle. So keep a watch on that. Maybe 220.50 right in here, right in this neighborhood. All right. I like Oracle. I like the look. I like the setup. Keep this MACD on your radar down here. See how high we can get. It's starting to build some steam and momentum, but it's not technically got in bullish hands yet. And if you didn't catch this bottom move, then you've missed a pretty good blowout here. So be careful with it. You really want to get back over this big old engulfing candle right here. So 227, right in that neighborhood is going to be the trigger for this thing. All right. What else we got here, guys? Happy birthday, Sophia. Is Sophia in here with a birthday? Happy birthday, Sophia. Happy birthday. DraftKings. Here we go. Let's see what it's doing in the overnight session. It's about flat on the overnight session. DraftKings has struggled at this 35 level for a while. I was buying it in here in this range, trying to give it an opportunity to break back out of that range. But, I mean, am I showing the right thing here, guys? Oh, man. I tell you what, I'll just cut the comments off and chart what I want to chart. $36, guys. This thing's got to get back over 36. I'm not going to do that just because there's a few fools in here. 36 is going to be your breakout on DraftKings. That will put it back over. You're going to contend with the 200. 200 sitting, 37.60, 37.70. So, in order for DraftKings to really get bullish, to really start doing something, the daily is going to have to get back over the 200 EMA. You can see right now it has got to the zero line, come through, and now starting to turn over. We're not continuing. This thing is coming back to back test something. Now, where could it back test? Well, this right here is going to tell you last week's high was 33.50. That's 1 point of interest for you. 33.50. put you awfully close to this volume node here. Or you could pull all the way back down here towards 31, the top of this shelf, the top of this volume shelf, guys. Maybe $32. That could be the back test area. I would hate to get off this trend, though, and lose the 9 EMA. So right now, I mean, it could just be coming back to check the 9 EMA, get a bounce off the signal line and 50 for another entry. So if you take this maybe at the 33.50 or the 32 mark for a bounce, you got to respect that, because back under 32 can put you right back to 29. That's just how it is. This was a good setup for a run off of its lows, but so far that's it for DraftKings. Like, it's just a run off of its lows. There could be some news catalyst or something I don't know about, but if you see all this consolidation back here, that's what you're in right now. That's what you just came back in, and you just come right up to the top of that range, okay? So that would be the levels I'd be looking at. 36 for the breakout and back over the 200 EMA. There's not much to hold it down if it gets back over that, if you see. I mean, I'm not a jokester here, but this is if you got back over this, look at that. You got nothing right here holding you back. So if it got over that, the 200 EMA is all that's in your way for a resistance line back up towards 42. So that could be nice. That could be a nice run. But that's the levels I'll be looking at on DraftKings. Ricky, thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. I'd hate to say that I think some people do it just for meanness, but 7 thumbs down, okay. I appreciate that. They didn't make no money with me this week. All right, Iran. Excuse me, guys. 41's holding nice. It's really trying to hold this level, man. Right here at the $40 level. Here's the bad thing with Iran. Look at the volume's falling right here, guys. Your largest volume node is that bad boy right there. I'm not feeling this one long right here. You could vacillate here. You could. This level's been respected many times. All the way back here, this was resistance. Once you got over it, this thing hopped off of it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Right there, this level's been touched. 39.40. Yeah, 39.50. So 39.50 must hold for Iran, or Irene, whatever you want to call it. Thanks, DC. Appreciate you. I feel you, John Landon. At CPAT 1964. Are you saying that to me or somebody else? I'm not in Iran right now, Steve. I don't know anybody that's in Iran. Whoever asked for that question is the only reason I did it. At CPAT 1964. You want to see my profit for my trades. I bet you do, don't you? Once you ask the other few hundred people in here that racked 30 and 40%, 350% off path this week with me. I ain't wasting my time on fools like you, bud. All right. Iran right here. 39.50's got a hold. This is the bad thing about Iran, guys. It's not built a whole lot of volume right here. Okay? So you can see this is the bottom of that shelf. If this thing was to lose 39.50, let's say you don't get a cross up down here, because right now your RSI is dissipating the whole way down through here, right? You've got lower highs, lower highs, lower highs all the way. If she flushes back under the signal line in 40 and you break back through this, the 200 EMA could give you a bounce. This thing could get back down here pretty easy. $30 easy. There's just not a lot of structure here. It ran up on probably a lot of hype. So careful with that one if you're in it. Your breakout trigger on this thing is 50, honestly, in my opinion. Right here. 50-25, 50-50, something like that right there, okay? So there's Iran, or Irene, whatever her name is. 50-50 before this gets bullish, real bullish. That puts you back over this market structure right here, okay? Let's see here what we got. Lyft. Yeah, I ain't listening to nobody, Andy. Thank you, buddy. LYFT. Lyft. I get SoFi. Let's see here. Feel like that part on Happy Gilmore where that guy comes and tries to run him over, you know. It's hollering at him out of the crowd. Oh. Somebody's got Meta in here. Lyft. SoFi. METU. I don't have to block him. He can say what he wants to say. What else we got? Moderna. Adobe. Oh, is stock up in here? I'm getting the super chats, guys. I'm sorry. Who we got super chats? I got you, Adobe, Josh. Shawty, appreciate you. Thanks, Shawty. Ray's Christensen. Made money every day from Mike. Thanks, Money Mike, for all you do. Love to speak. Thank you, my friend. Okay. Rocket Mortgage. What is that? RKT? I got you. Haters gonna hate. Ain'ters gonna ain't. That's right. I've got SoFi wrote down. All right, all right. Did somebody say Stock Up was in here? Was Larry in here? I love me some Larry. All right, let's look at Lyft because I am holding shares of Lyft. This thing keeps on respecting this 19 level down here, maybe 1850, 19. This is what's got a hold on Lyft, guys. I've been saying it for a couple months at least that I like Lyft very long term, and the monthly just keeps getting stronger and stronger. You see that? Here's your monthly time frame. Right there was your big old trigger point on the monthly. If this orange line catches up to this zero line, guys, she's gone. She's going to go parabolic. The monthly time frame is busting over 60 now. I really like Lyft if we could close over 23. If we could get some closes over 23, maybe 23.50. There's nothing to stop it. There's nothing to stop it. I'm still holding my shares. I think I had options on this once, maybe twice. Been a minute. Look at this gap. There's nothing up here. Nothing up here. There you go. Right here's all your market structure, guys. Really 24 if you want to be super technical. I like it if it starts closing over 23. I like it even more. Right there. Right there. So keep that on your radar. It just keeps getting better to me. I've been buying shares slow and steady. When it come back down to the 19 mark, I was buying shares there. It's all gravy, baby. It's all gravy. So I like it. As always, if you're in it, keep a stop loss on. Anything can happen. Doesn't matter what anybody tells you. Anything can happen. I would not want this to lose 19. Under 19 can get nasty back towards 17 and 15, okay? So it's got to protect that. If you're in this long term and you want to protect anything with zero loss, 19's where I would, maybe 1880 just to be safe, but that would be my that would be where I'd set my stop on this thing. 24 is the breakout trigger on it. Maybe 23. Right in there. Okay. Meta, M-E-T-A. Mikey Likey Kenyon. What's up, Kenyon? American Trucker. What's up, brother? I quit counting cinnamon. Not enough to shake my tree, I'll tell you that. DH, I don't know how to say your name, Patel 4264. I'll bring the spy up here in a moment. We'll draw that channel, okay? Hydrax Soldier. Do I think lift go to 42? I think 32. 32 was my original target on lift. That puts you, and the reason I said that is because that was the top of this last shelf right there, 32. Now, we can talk more, like I would rather do this a level at a time. So once I get there, I would want to see how we react with it before I would say 42. Can it get to 42? Absolutely. 40, actually, I would say, well, yeah, that would be your, right there. About 40. That would be my next step up. Okay, brother? Let's go to Meta. META. QBTS. Oh, man. Okay. We absolutely ripped this one, guys. 2 weeks ago. I hope he was on here with me when we did it. Remember, we bought this right there. Right? Look where we have gotten to now. We contended with the 200, got denied. But we've come right back over it on Meta. Meta is at the top of its range right here. Let's just look at the candles here for a moment. And I'm just going to take it from the bottom back up to its last. Have I got two profiles pulled up? I think I do. Somebody asked me about my settings on my volume profile. Here you go. There's a freebie for you. Here's the settings for it. Here's the inputs. Row size 30. Value area volume 100. You can take a screenshot. Battle Gab. I looked at SanDisk earlier. I'll look again. So there's the inputs. Now under style, here's width of box. Width of box is how far your lines come across, okay? So check this out. If you go way down, this thing starts at like right here. Well, I don't particularly like that, because I like for these bars to come across my price action so I can see how far they're sticking out. So I exaggerate that up here to like 100, right? That brings it across my candles. That way I can see gaps. I can see how it's reacting with that price better. The up and down volume and value area, blue, gold, all of those, the opacity runs very low at 25%. See? If you have that ran up too much, it will block your candles out. You can't see behind them. And that's why I do that. So it's just, you can change these colors, but both of the ups need to be the same and both of the downs need to be the same. It starts out as like pink and green or something like that, but I alter them that way. Check in your value area high, value area low, and your POC. And I make the POC hyphened or dotted so it sticks out to me more, okay? There's the inputs again, and then here's the style. Now, on the inputs, some people will go berserk on this, and what it is, the higher the number, the more definition in the bars. So if you go really high, I think Mark runs his really high, so it starts looking like that. And there's more definition to it, but it depends on what you get used to. So but I run mine low. So I'll do like 30 is normally what I set it at. I don't know. I've just got used to that. You know, it depends on what you get. You can change these settings around, but that's what mine are. Okay. And I'm pretty good with this thing, pretty accurate with it. Now, we are at the top of all this volume, okay? We're at the very tippy top of it. We've got a good gap back to 710 if we can close a candle above this. About 675, guys. That would be nice. Get us a good, or 676. Get us a good candle close above that, and we could see some movement back up here towards 710 in that neighborhood. That'd be a nice gap up. It would be really nice. Now, this just keeps on climbing. Look where we got rejected the last time, though. If we can just compare this to price action. Here equaled 60 and got denied. Got denied, right? We didn't get through 60. Got to go through 60 to break resistance. We have came back up to the very same area, guys. And guess what we're at? 60. Will we go through it this time? And will we go through the zero line? Last time, we just got a little peekaboo through it and straight down. So this is your level. This is breakout right here. You're at it, 676, and she's a go. Okay? I'm not sure what it's doing overnight right now. And it's flat, barely down a little. There you go. That's meta for you. Everybody good with that? You're welcome, Brian. You're welcome. What's up, Bobby Cook? How you doing, man? Thank you, Donna. Head Racks, thank you, bud. Oh. On. Am I back, guys? Am I back? Oh, man. Oh, my God. What a night. Check, check, check. Sorry, guys. Hang on. Are we on? Check 1 2 1 2. Oh my God. Dang. Sorry, guys. What a night. Had to reset everything. Bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. All right. I don't even remember the last thing I was charting. I know it wasn't USAR. Live SoFi. Okay, let's go to SoFi. I can't believe the stream came back up. I thought we were done. Okay. Oh, Meta. I think we about wrapped up Meta, right? Yeah. I gave you the breakout. Yep. 676. Right in there. That's the breakout trigger. Now, had a nice ending to the week. Don't be surprised if you don't get a pullback down in here where it left this shelf at. It left you a nice little volume shelf here when it closed the week out. Right through here. 660 being the bottom of it. So after that, you could get all the way back to 650 to retest it if 660 didn't hold. So I wouldn't be, hopefully it doesn't do that, but over 676, I like it over that. Okay. We got lift. Let's get SoFi. Get a few more of these for you. There's an echo. I know, right, Mike? Did Maggie chew on the Christmas lights? Okay. Thank you, Donna. Yeah, I don't think there's an echo. If you've got an echo, Daryl Durr, you may be watching it through Discord. Don't click that play button on Discord. You actually got to click the YouTube link. Let it take you out to YouTube. You may have it on 2 times like that, honestly. Okay. SoFi, I'll just be straight up with you guys. I'm always straight up with you. I never like charting SoFi because there's just not a lot of big breakouts on it. It's a lot of structure through here. A lot of structure through here. So let's get let's check a daily out first. I'll take it all the way back to these pivot lows right back here, okay? April of this year. Now, you've got a nice shelf up top. This thing is really consolidating up here. But the thing I don't like about it on the daily is you're starting to dissipate in momentum, okay? It's melting off for us some. And you see the last time it had that, we had this run down here, right? But the good thing about this is price has held up. So I do like it still. I like it long term for sure. 25 is a good support for it. Right now, as long as it holds 25, it's staying in bullish hands. But under that, you could come back to 21 fairly easy on SoFi. There's a big gap here. Under 21 would be horrible, but I don't think SoFi would lose 21, to be honest with you, after the big runs that it's had. Sorry, guys. I got a smart light bulb up here blinking like crazy now. Okay. So that's SoFi. This thing would have to get back above 30 to start making another run back towards highs. I'm not really interested in it now unless I'm just DCAing in it for the next 5 years. I'm not particularly buying it at these levels for long term. On the weekly, you can also see it started losing its momentum some. So I feel like it wants to consolidate here a while. And I would be watching this 25 and then 21 for it to hold. If I got an opportunity to buy SoFi again at 21, I will. I'll definitely will. Oh, really? That happened to SoFi? If we're going to get a pullback on 0.60. Tyler, we could get more of a pullback. All the swings that I had this week paid huge, but I think I picked the best ones we could get. Might have missed one, but I don't know that this is the run back to highs and new highs. I'm not crazy about it. I don't know. We'll see. Let's go to the SPY. Somebody was wanting me to chart that a channel for them. And I suppose they're talking about, I don't know what channel they're looking at. Through here, maybe? Like that? Is that what they sent me a picture of this? I don't see. Hang on a second. Let me see what time frame he had it on here. I can kind of see that. I'm sort of in the camp that I like it like this. That this was this 652 or 653 right there. That's your main support right here. And really, we've double topped out. I mean, is it going to be an exact touch? Pretty darn close. Right there on that green candle. Right there on that green candle. Right. So I don't know that that's a trend channel, but I believe I would do it like this on the daily. I can't remember what the fellow's name that was asking me this, but this is how I would do it. You have a large. You're going to have a large shelf of volume up here, right? It'll be like this, like that, okay? And if we grab the profile and go back, you're going to see this is what we've got up here, right? So on the SPY, 678's got a hold. That's the bottom of this whole volume node right here, this whole volume bar. 678.50. This would be the upper end of it. On the daily, I don't know, man. It is so choppy up here. It reminds me a lot of this area. Y'all remember this? When we got to all-time highs back here at 608 and 610, and we couldn't press through it like for nothing, right? Couldn't get through anything up here. It would like barely make a new high. There was 613, 609, 608. Like it was bare. It couldn't move. Y'all remember that? And what happened was, momentum just kept on decreasing, and where we're at right now, like on the daily, sort of the same thing is happening. We're losing momentum. We're losing some momentum. So I think we chop up here for a while, to be honest with you. Like if I'm just giving an outlook on it, what I think, this line has been tapped. Look at those. I mean, this whole range is that's pretty important. 650. This is a very important range for us to hold. And for the time being, I think we're going to chop around up here. It's not busting out, breaking out. The weekly is very neutral right now. You can see the MACD lines are like right on top of each other. When it starts separating, y'all, that's when price starts moving. That's when it starts getting away from each other. Okay. So what's up, man? I have to go back and check it out. What's up, go getter? What's up? So the SPY, I'm just going to continue to. I'm not buying this for long-term portfolios up here. I would rather get it in better discount zones. The 50 and the 100-day moving average, if you get them off those, if you're doing long-term SPY investing. But until I get something really good like that, I'm just trading it, That's all I'm doing. Y'all know that. And this has been a choppy area to trade. Look at these days. Look at all these days. Barely moving up, barely inching up. You've got basically that right there. That's what you've got. A bunch of junk. This is not easy. I would rather. That's why I like picking something else to trade when the SPY's doing all this stuff, right? Yeah, somebody asked me Bitcoin. I have scalped crypto all day for Kitty. I've not got a hot play for tonight. I don't. I'm sorry. They come when they come, and when it's the right time, that's when it's the right time. I wish I could say it was something was about to take off right now, but I had a bunch of good swings this week, so we gotta kick back and continue our journey watching. USAR still on my watch, and Netflix is on, it's kind of on my radar. We're going to see what it does at these levels. Bitcoin, this is what has scared me about Bitcoin, is the momentum. We just got the cross down on the monthly. That gave us a pretty bad candle right there, right? So I think it's coming back up right now to test resistance above it and see how we can do. We're well under the 200-day moving average. I'm not saying if you're buying this for the next 10 years, you can probably buy it down here at 85 and, whatever, let it ride. But if you're trading this, I'm not so keen on it for going long right here anyways. Why is this magnet on here? Got a little bit of a channel going on up through here for Bitcoin on the daily. This is an ascending channel. Most of the time these break down, so we're going to see what it does. It's inching its way back towards the zero line. I will say that. Y'all know I'm not a crypto guru, but top of this shelf, 95, 95.7. It gets better over 94 for sure, and I think that's probably what Josh would have was 94 if I'm not mistaken. So over 94, if we can continue rising on the daily, I will put an alert at 50 on my RSI for Bitcoin. If this was to retake 50 on the RSI, we could get another run back up towards 100K, no doubt about it. And then we will have to see, a day at a time with it. This will be your next structure to deal with in the 100K neighborhood. So 94 and then up to 100, that would be your next two moves. On the downside of that, I would, like 86. And 80. 86 and 80, these are going to be your two that you've got to hold, right? Under that 74. Way back here. That's my look on Bitcoin. The monthly is getting bearish. You just printed, look at the negative bars down here on your monthly MACD. So I think it's kind of coming up to test resistance is what I think it's doing, personally. I think I've done 15 or 20 trades today on SUI on my blowfin leverage. So there is some liquidity in it right now, definitely. Thank you, Ray. Appreciate you, man. Okay, what we got next? RKT, somebody asked for Rocket. Okay. I believe I want to look at the weekly here. I think it's falling off a little bit, man. You got a double top on your RSI right here. Y'all see this? Right there. So keep a watch on your MACD right here, guys. So this is what I'll do. I right click alert on MACD. I want this crossing up, not on the histogram, but on the signal line. And then it will alert me when I get a cross up on the signal line, okay? That would be the only thing to get me back in this is if this MACD crossed back up here. I think this is losing momentum. I think Rocket is losing momentum, especially on the weekly. You've got a lower high here now. I think it's got support at 16. And I'm I'm fairly confident it's going to probably pull back down into the 17 and 16 area here and here. That's what I think. Here was your higher or lower high on RSI, double top. Now lower high. It's coming back down under the signal line. I'm not crazy about it right now, going long, but it can get legs under it. So, this would be 1580 down to about 1550 will be your nearest support on this. Monthly, still showing some strength monthly. 2150 ultimately would be your trigger for a big run up. You can see it's always struggled back in here, guys. One time it blew off of it, and that was like, look at that. Blew off, profit taken, straight back down. So this has always been a problem area for it, 21, 22. That's my story on Rocket for you, okay? Somebody asked for SNDK. Hey, I appreciate y'all hanging in there with me. I even appreciate the thumbs downs. Daphne, I think I got my super chats. Did I get my super chats? I think only one of them asked for a chart, and I believe I got it, but I appreciate you reminding me. Mr. T, any good leaps as of right now? One of the better ones I'm trying to keep my eye on is UPS. Man, look at SanDisk. This thing went ballistic, huh? Yeah, this could get another run. This could get another run for sure. You're at the top of this shelf. Closest I can tell you is 228.50. Then 238. That doji right there. 228.50, 238. That's going to be your two lines to cross, and your best support is back down here at around the 190 area, okay? 188. That's going to be your best support. That's going to be the bottom of this volume shelf right here. Yeah, it's on a rocket. This could, if this gets a cross up, yeah, a cross up, and you move back through 60 on your RSI, yeah. And then 255. Yeah, right in there, 255. There you go. That's SNDK. That's how I would do it. Heavy hitter, what's up? What's up? I feel your raise, Christensen. Thank you, Daphne Jackson. I appreciate it, Steve. Did I do Google? I don't think I've done Google. Sunshine, I think that was on a daily. Jacob says NVIDIA. Okay. Danver, you're probably right. Probably hodling AMC for 4 years, right? Okay. Here's NVTS. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. $9.85. Looks like she wants to maybe back test the 9. Let's go down to a 30-minute here. Nice flag up here on the 30-minute. I would look somewhere for a back test around 920 on this, maybe. Or your breakout's going to be back over here, 975, 980 on NVTS for a move back towards 11. Right up in here, 1085. I don't trade this much, but your 1 hour is bleeding back off a little bit, so you could stay up here and consolidate between 9 and 950 or 980 there for a little bit. On the daily, it's trying to curl back up for sure. It's trying to curl back up. I would like this to break out over 980 if I didn't get it off the bottom down here. You know, it would have been better back in this neighborhood, of course. You know, hindsight's 2020, but would have been better back here around the $8 mark. You had a little better support, a little better structure to go off of. But I don't mind it over 980. Bull is setting up for a big run. Man, I wished it would. I wished it'd do something. I got about 5 minutes, guys, and I got to go. I would sit here and chart all night. You know I would. You know, if you've been rocking with me for a while, I told you under $10 she was gone. Come all the way to $7.50. This is let's look at the weekly. What must happen for something to reverse like this, right? Volume has to step back in. And I'm just not seeing like big buying volume coming in here. Right now on the daily, it's a little pop off of the lows. I would say at the best, if I was to get bullish on this, you almost got a little inverse head and shoulders going on here, maybe. Could get you back up towards 12. This would be like a long shot play for me if I was going to drop a small amount on bull and let it ride, you know, win, lose, or draw, that type of thing. You got this MACD cross up down here, so it's come off of its lows for a couple bucks, but you got to get back over $10 now for this thing to get bullish. And I would have to get back over 50 on the RSI before I'm interested. But yeah, over 10, it could get back to 12. That's how I see it. I'm not crazy about it. Candlestick, my pre-market indicator. If you go to indicators, type in the word pre-market high. It's this guy here, Husky 1111. You'll see it a few spaces down through there, Husky 1111. That's the one I use. Google strong like bull. Let's look on the weekly here. Okay. so far, I would need 322, 322.50, somewhere in this neighborhood. I need this. We need to close back over 322. Google has struggled for a few days after this last big run up. Of course, what it's doing is pulling back to establish support, right? So, support's down here mostly around the 313 area for Google. Breakout over 322 to get yourself back up to highs of 332. That's how I would be looking at Google. Obviously not wanting to buy this up here for 10 years, but it's not stopped yet either. It's an absolute beast. 290 all the way down here to 280, 278 is good support. You're about to get a daily cross down up here, but you can see on the daily, remember I always tell you, once these two lines are above your zero line, you're in bullish hands. You're in bullish hands, right? So look how long we've been up through here. All the way since May of this year, we've been in bullish hands. And only once or twice this thing dropped below 50, but it never dropped below 40 all the way up through here. So let's look at the weekly, still climbing, and monthly is probably, golly, 81. The last time Google did this, it peaked out at 86 on the RSI. Right now, it just curled down a little bit. It's due for some consolidation and pullback. I mean, honestly, it really is. But we'll see. I gave you the short-term views, what I would want. So over 322 for a move back up some, and I would be playing at this point 318 for any puts for quick scalp puts or something. Maybe 319.40. If I broke that, I would consider running puts back to 318, point and a half move. Honestly, I'd want to see it in pre-market tomorrow and make my determination how I would want to day trade it. Okay. All right, my friends, that's about it for me. I am killed out. AVGO. Somebody's asked a bunch of times. Let's see here. My son just got home, guys. I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to go spend some time with him, okay? Man, it's a wild chart. can never do this thing right. Bit of a cup and handle here. Sorry, guys. I'm just thinking. This is a wild looking chart. Wild looking chart. You're getting these cup moves up through here. It's trying to fire back over 60. Let's look at the weekly here for a moment. It's all over the place. It's came out of that once. Up through here. Very awkward chart, guys. I'll just be honest with you. Very awkward. I'll struggle with this one a little bit. It's strong. There ain't no doubt about it. Your monthly is starting to bleed back a little bit. I guess I would have to trade this on a smaller time frame for now. You had a nice breakout of this descending line right here. It's trying to break up out of it. I would say back over 393.50. Sorry, I struggle with that one, guys. 393.25. I could see over that for a move back up towards 405 on AVGO. Not a big. I've never liked trading this one. I've day traded it a couple times. I think there's a lot of spread in the options. I don't do that one very much. Sorry. Best I got for you on that. I would have to get over 393, 393.25 before I felt comfortable riding this thing back up. You got decent support down here at 374 right there, right here. There's your previous highs up here. You see that? Back test. Breakouts over 393 right there, guys. That's your breakout. Okay? All right, my friends. So bullish. I know it, right? I'm so confused. Oh, my God. It was a wild one. SMR, this is one I played the other day with y'all. If you played it, we ran it. We ran it hard. Let's look how the daily's looking on it. Curling up pretty nice. Now we need the back test, guys. I will be watching for this RSI to either hold 40 or back test this signal line for another run. Now, to show you just that's exactly what I did on TTD. That's why I got back into it, just because it was a repetition of the RSI. So this thing could have just come off its lows. We're going to back test one time back down here. So you got support at 1840 on SMR. Maybe 18. Yeah. And now you're going to have to break over 2345, 2350. That's your 2 points on SMR right now. It's still creeping up, but it's time for back test. And hopefully we could make a higher low on the back test. I would say 20. Right there. About $20 for your back test maybe. And then if 20 can't hold, you'd have to cut it or write it down to 18. And if 18 can't hold, that's bad. So watch for your local lows to hold if you're in this. What your trade plan is, but that's how I would play this. Break over 23.50 for another run back up, or a back test of 20 or 18, and then I'm gonna see where this RSI takes us. That'd be my number one thing. Back under 40. I'm gonna set an alert here and a couple of points, 35 and 40. Okay, there we go. All right, my friends. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Mr. T. Yep, I told you I'd be straight with you. I got something I can't do, I'll just tell you I can't do it. I really do appreciate everybody. I know 99% of the people here are awesome, and I love you, and I thank you. Hope the haters have a good night too, and find some peace in yourself, okay? Imposter, I don't know. Carvana, I've not. Is that CAVA? CVNA. Yeah, it's man, what a run. You're right back up to highs though, my friend. Struggling hard right there. That's your breakout point. 403, 404. You got to get a close over this. I would say 403.50. You need to close over maybe 402. About 402. You need to get a close over that to move on up. Starting to curl over a little bit on your RSI. So careful. The weekly, however, is looking strong. Strong like a bull. And volume don't look bad. This could go. Maybe a pullback on this one. Could get a pullback. Look at your last highs back here. 363 area. Randy. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. Lord have mercy. I don't know if y'all heard that or not. I'm sorry. He has a 17-year-old kid in here burping. Oh my God. Oh gosh. CVNA. Oh wow. Looky there, huh? It's gone. Don't buy that, guys, unless you were already in it. Look at that move. Yep. Why didn't somebody tell me about this? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I see. I appreciate it, imposter. Is this all-time highs ever? Yep, it is. Well, there you go. It is gone. I would not touch it with a 10-foot stick at this point. 440. Oh, that happened after hours the other day. Yeah, I would probably be waiting on a pullback on this, guys. I would not buy that. I would not buy that. That's only people that's buying this. The people that was in it beforehand are selling it to you. So next thing you would need would be a good breakout over 440. It wicked out all the way to 450, I believe. Yeah, right there. So yeah, it'll cool off for a bit, and if you catch momentum, if it started to rip over 450, you could probably ride momentum up for until momentum dissipates. But there's no way I would buy this right now. I would wait for a pullback. Those previous highs are 410. Maybe to 425, 430. About half that move. Could pull back there. We'll see. Would have been a cool find. Didn't know about that one, though, for sure. All right, my friends. I'm going to call her quits here. I appreciate everybody. And where are we at? I guess where my camera kicked, or my electricity kicked. There I am. What's up? I love you all. I appreciate it. I will see you in mañana. If you're just here from YouTube, thank you for coming by. If you would want to support me and come along with us on your journey, you can ask all these other hundreds of people in here. Wow. We had an amazing week this past week, and it was, we're learning every week and we're making money every week, guys. So come join us. It's if you hit the description in the video, it is the top link in the comments of the video. Somebody asked for Elf right quick. No go. Not yet, brother. You'll first. It looks like it's fighting with 81. I would want 81 to establish support. It's fighting with it, and then ultimately, this big boy up here, 89. It's already showing a little weakness. I would about think you'll get a back test, back down here. That big volume bar there. That's kind of your point of control now, 75. So look for how it reacts with that level. If we go to like a 1 hour and throw a profile on it, it was kind of a weak move up off of its lows, honestly. At this point, it is. Here's your whole move up right there. So, yeah, I'm pretty close. Right in here. 74. And you've got a little support at 78. So here would be your back test areas. Somewhere in one of these two here. See what your 1 hour. You can see your 1 hour is bleeding back off now. Okay. All right, my friends. Class question: to be prepared for the Weeble class setup, what should we do? Like, should we open an account or anything else? What is it? Jewel bars. If you're in the Discord, I will announce it officially this week in the Discord. It'll be on the website to buy. It'll be done differently than the past few times. When you go buy it, you'll have the meeting link, and it will totally be up to you to join the meeting. Once you buy it, you get the meeting link. It's like wearing me out to keep up with 40 and 50 emails every time. I can't do it, and I end up missing somebody, or I answer the same question 100 times. So this way, when I throw it up on the Discord, I'll put it on YouTube also, but when I throw it up on the Discord, you'll just go by the meeting link. You'll know the time. It'll be next Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. I would tell you, you can, and I put it in the description already. I've just not announced it. So you would be like good to go ahead and open the account. You could minimally fund it. You just need enough in there to cover one subscription for the setup. That's $4. So you could throw $100 in it and you're fine, or $50 in it and you're fine. And it'll be the whole 6 panels on Webull with the charts on Webull and the turbo options on Webull, just like I have it in the live trading sessions. Okay. Yep. Thank you, Vamos. Appreciate it, guys. Love you. Yeah, Mr. T. Somebody else told me Adobe too. I'm out of time, man. I'm out of time. I can't get them all. It looks strong, brother. You're right. It looks strong. I would see. Last time it came out of it, it failed. Got a bit of a. I don't know. I'd have to look at it a little bit. It's right up against resistance right now at 352. It does look strong. It does look strong. I think 352, then 358 would be my quick assumptions on resistance points to get over for Adobe. You could back test a little bit towards 336. But yeah, it does look strong. We're getting close to the 0 line, so you could put an alert there, add an alert at the 0 line. And just in case it lost 60, I would put one at 60 on the RSI, okay? Just in case it lost it. But it has went through 60 now, so it could start firing through here, okay? It's a good find, man. Good find, okay? All right, love you guys. Appreciate you. And I will see you tomorrow morning. If you're in the Discord, we will be live trading, okay? Peace.